Hello and welcome to the Gary Lynch Show with me, Gary Lynch. And these are the stories that piqued my interest today. That first clip was from a little kid who put it in when these girls were getting interviewed outside a Giants game in San Francisco. This little trend of fuck her right in the pussy is awesome, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. And next up, a 20-year-old has had a 2-year driving ban in the UK after towing her friend around a car park while he was in a wheelchair. Just fucking racing up and down in a wheelchair, up and down a car park. And I wouldn't mind, it wasn't like it was an abandoned car park. This car park had witnesses and everyone was just stunned, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, so after like towing him up and down the car park while he's in a wheelchair holding on for dear life, they just casually stopped. He just left the wheelchair there and jumped in the car and fucked off, like as if nothing had happened. She's ordered to pay £1,369 prosecution costs and a £60 victim surcharge. And she was also given a 4-month curfew and 12-month community order. Wow. So if you're ever thinking about towing your mate in a wheelchair around a car park, don't. And next up, just when you think people can't get any worse, we had people dressing up as IS militants holding around fake severed heads. How tasteless is that? I know it's Halloween, I know you're having a bit of fun, but it's literally weeks ago when those hostages got beheaded. It's a bit disrespectful in my opinion. On a side note, these girls look pretty hot, so maybe I'll let it slide a little bit. And in some related news, 3 girls were run over by an SUV and the driver just sped off. This took place in the South Californian town of Santa Ana. 2 of the girls died at the scene and 1 died later on in hospital. My heart goes out to the family and friends of these girls. This is such a shame and this sort of stuff shouldn't be happening. Next up, Sir Richard Branson has had a major setback. If you don't know by now, he's trying to make space travel for the public. So instead of taking 8 hours to fly somewhere, I could cut it into like 1 hour, 2 hours, because it goes up into the atmosphere, flies over and comes down. But there was a crash over the weekend which left the pilot dead. Branson, fair play, he says he's not going to push on blindly with the project because that'll be an insult to the pilot. He's going to find out the cause, and once that problem's been found and fixed, then he'll continue, and not before. It's a classy act by Richard Branson, and I do hope they find out the cause and they can get this whole project up and running. And lastly, just an everyday occurrence in Australia. A man climbs on a dead whale carcass while sharks were circling him. Oh, I'm so glad I don't live in Australia. This sort of crazy story would put me off going in the water forever. And this amazing picture tells it all. And that's it for the Gary Lynch Show. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you really liked it, subscribe down below. Check out my previous video here. I'm going to go have a beer and play some of the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because why not? Have a good evening and I'll see you tomorrow.